Now, the federal government has disclosed the urgent need for the government to collaborate with non-governmental organizations to provide a national directory for sexual and gender-based violence in the country. The Executive Secretary, National Human Rights Commission, Tony Ojukwu, who disclosed this at a roundtable discussion on the current situation of domestic, sexual and gender-based violence cases in Nigeria, tasked the foundation to sustain advocacy drive on sexual and gender-based violence down to the grassroots level. Benedict Uku completes the story.
In its effort to mitigate and strengthen the domestic sexual gender-based violence response in the Federal Capital Territory and Nigeria as a whole, the National Human Rights Commission, in collaboration with the Ruth Foundation, has identified the need for a more coordinated partnership between the government and NGOs in order to seek equal opportunity for all in the society. At the roundtable discussion on the current situation of domestic, sexual and gender-based violence cases in Nigeria, the Executive Secretary, National Human Rights Commission, Tony Ojukwu, represented by his Director Women and Children, Harry Obe, noted that the partnership is to appraise efforts, identify gray areas and proffer solutions to the aforementioned human rights issue.
In the year 2021, the Commission received a total of 1,701,357 cases cutting across 14 thematic areas, out of which 913,197 cases amounting to 53.67% were on women and children alone. 17.36% of the total women and children cases came from SGBV alone. It is therefore in furtherance of the Commission's quest for a coordinated response that it is collaborating with Ruth Foundation on the current state of affairs of domestic, sexual and gender-based violence cases in Nigeria, with a view to appraising efforts, identifying gray areas, and proffering solutions to this menace.
The Minister of Women Affairs, Pauline Tallen, on her part, called for more support.
I appeal to all men of goodwill, all men and women, to be ambassadors that will condemn all forms of gender-based violence and all forms of violence against women. Every Nigerian who loves this country, who loves and respects his mother, who loves and respects womanhood, must join the army to condemn all forms of violence against women.
The Executive Chairman, Ruth Foundation, Julia Oka, suggested ways for the nation to tackle SGBV.
You will agree with me that recently there has been an unprecedented rise in cases of domestic violence, sexual exploitation and abuse, sexual assault and harmful practices against men and women. Following outcomes are envisaged from this roundtable: getting justice for victims of SGBV whose cases have been pending or whose cases have not even been filed in courts at all; rehabilitation for victims of SGBV; gaining the confidence of the general public that perpetrators will not get away with impunity. The general public are not happy. Most of them have given up hope. They think that there's no justice, but we want to reassure them that there is justice, because we are going to ensure that they get justice.
The representative from the International Federation of Women Lawyers also called for justice for women whose cases have been pending.
Usually, there is little or no remedy to victims. Perpetrators are arrested today and tomorrow they regain their freedom and are back to communities to perpetrate same offenses against same victims and much more. We need a lot of pro bono lawyers who will take on cases of SGBV, prosecute them free of charge.
The collaboration with government and private organizations is to complement the efforts of the Nigerian government in the fight against the occurrence of SGBV in Nigeria. It is hoped that the roundtable discussion will gain the confidence of the general public that perpetrators will not get away with impunity.